G'day, welcome to Project Smith Tech. Now, if you like this sort of content, don't forget to subscribe. Now, just a little bit of update with the channel. I haven't actually posted in a while, and largely the reasons for that is because I don't actually have a video editor. So today we're going to go through a couple of things that is just going to get me by until I build the actual proper video editor, which I already have the parts for. So hopefully this can come about in a timely manner. Right, let's get back to work. Okay, so the first system that we're going to be modifying today, this is one that a lot of you will be quite familiar with. It has featured on my channel quite a few times. And I've just done a Linux challenge with this one, which I've basically paired it with E5 2697A with the 3090. And I've basically tried a few Linux challenges, including running games and stuff. Spoiler alert, it does run Crysis, but anyway. And this is my 11900K with the Intel A770. Been playing games. A lot of games been running well. Forspoken had some funny issues, but I mean, relatively fine. It's not perfect, but this is currently my gaming rig. And this one, for those of you who watched it, this is actually my streaming PC. When I say stream, I haven't actually done a stream yet, but we'll get around to that. This system is running the dual E5 2667 V4 and paired with a 1060. Out of all three of these systems, I'm going to be doing graphics card swap in all of them. And I'll get around to my logic into the reason why. Basically, this is going to be my make-do video editor until I get a new one built and running. All right, let me just go through the brief explanation. As for the 3090, the big monster, it served me very well, but as you can see, pulling it in and out of the system is starting to see some wears on the track. Unfortunately, I don't think you'll be able to see it. Yeah, I don't think we're going to catch that. No, you can sort of see it. So the 3090, yes, served really well, but without the AV1 encoder, I've decided in 2024, I'm going to commit all my videos to AV1. So that's recording, well, where possible. Unfortunately, my mobile camera, well. So this card is still relatively good. So what do you do with an old video editing card that, well, no longer serves a function? And now comes my new gaming card. So this will be going into the 11900K and just as my main gaming rig. Intel Arc A770, I have edited quite a few videos off this card and it's done a very good job. Now I am going to attempt to put it in a system, which I have done it in the past without the resizable bar. I will take the penalty hit. Now ordinarily I wouldn't recommend, if you don't have resizable bar motherboard, do not buy this card, but since I've already got the card, it's going to do the job. I'll just take the penalty for the time being. And that can go in my dual E5 2667 V4 system until I get the motherboard for this. Yeah, I'll be building, so in short, I'll be building just a dedicated video editing rig, and that will ensure that I'll use it for nothing else. So I'll always have something to edit videos. And as for the 1060, my goodness, this card and I, we've gone through some things together. I've even edited 4K footage off this card. Done, you know, impressive job for what it is, so it was no problem. And that's 4K 60 frames a second. But as for now, this can just go on my Linux system. So I have the 11900K paired with the 590A chipset. These two drives are actually running in RAID 0. They're a terabyte each. I have the 10 gigabit network card and it's no problems. I haven't actually noticed it, and if I'm not going to do like actual proper testing, I'd say that they're functionally full speed. These are only Gen 3 drives though with the Samsung, but yeah, this is something rare that I'll do on my channel. I'm going to attempt to, it's only because it's really difficult to film, but I'm going to attempt to install the 3090 in my gaming system. Thank you. It's done a lot of work. I appreciate this card, but unfortunately AV1 is, at least from my point of view, the king. Once you've got the card in, I'd put in the screw. As soon as you get one screw in, you're going to want to lift it just a tiny bit. And I'll tighten it up. And once you're happy with that, you go cable management, but I would recommend just like some sort of bracket that's not going to get in the way of anything, just to prop it up. Now for the GPU, it is a 375 watt card. So for the power rails, I'll just have its own individual cord going to the power supply. It is a powerful power supply in there. I can't remember if it's the 1000 watt or the 1200 watt. Actually, no, it'd be the 1000 watt, be quiet. That's good enough, and I don't have a transient spike issue like I did with my Seasonic power supply. This is the first time this graphics card's ever been in this system, and it's the first time that this graphics card has had Gen 4 speed. I've always only run it at Gen 3. Be interesting gaming on my personal time, how it will go. Whether uninstalling the current graphics drive, because it is from that Intel Arc A70, be enough using the software that I've shown in the other video. I forget what it's called. Make sure that it's not impeding the fan, but you don't want it too high as well. Yeah, fan still spins, and fan on the bottom, intake on the bottom that I'm currently playing around with. Got free spinning there, free spinning there. Boom. I have to tidy these cables up a bit, but that is my gaming PC done. Okay, so how did it go video editing? And overall, yes, it did very well. And right now I'm running OBS
But don't worry about that. So this seems to be recording. So even though I'm lacking the resizable bar, going through the editing process seemed to be no problem. See, going through it. It might be struggling a bit. It's struggling a bit now because I'm recording off the same. Okay, that's interesting. So while OBS is running, yeah, you're going to struggle a little bit, but it is actually generally smoother. So I don't know if it's just because of the lack of power with that A770 or... No, it doesn't seem to be loading it fully. Now, just as a reminder for those who use this software, if you don't set the 60 frames at the start, you lose it. So unfortunately, this is what I'm running, which is fine. This is just startup video, but... So this is a video that I'm currently editing now. Now, if we go to the project settings, you can see here that I've got it at 60 frames a second, and I'm editing that with absolutely no problems. So lack of resizable bar, that's fine. Wow, it's really struggling now. So having OBS running and recording, because that's essentially what I'm doing. While running that, yeah, I do notice a downgrade in performance, so that's interesting. But anyway, overall, even though I lack the resizable bar, it seems to be going no problems. So for all that done, Project Smith Tech signing out. Peace.
G'day, welcome to Project Smith Tech. Today we're just going to have a quick look at the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra. Just first impressions. Feels good in the hand. Nothing much what I complain. Now, unlike other YouTubers that have done a really good job with their review, I've gone into extensive review of the phone. My function is to just see is it a good phone for, well, recording videos. A lot of other YouTubers have done lots of things, you know, display there's AI and whatnot. Today, we just want to go to one thing. Video, settings, advanced options. So we've got two formats, the H.264 and essentially the H.265. No AV1 coding. Useless. You know, I spent as much money on this phone as I could have got a 4090. Well, it's a little bit more the 4090, but it's still a nice phone though. It is very heavy, but not bad. But overall, without the AV1 coding, not really that exciting. Peace.